All right, friends, welcome back to another episode of Keeping Your Real Estate Business on Track. Today, we're talking all things listing strategy, from photos to pricing to positioning, and what it really takes to make a home stand out in today's Brevard market. We're sitting down with Nicole Ward, a top producing real estate agent with Marlin Real Estate, who's built a reputation for high-level marketing and a smooth, strategic sale. Whether you're an agent trying to elevate your listings or a homeowner that's getting ready to sell, Nicole's sharing what works, what doesn't work, and what buyers are actually responding to right now. Let's get into it. Hey, Nicole, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
I am so excited to have you. One, because you are such a top producing real estate agent. You do have phenomenal listings out there. But you are, I don't want to say new in the business. You've been here for a year, but you skyrocketed right out of the gate. So currently you're standing at $10.1 million in production with 1 year of business under your belt. Tell us how you did that.
Yay, it's been absolutely amazing. So I will tell you that it was my career in being a hairstylist very first and foremost. Like, I've always been someone that had a lot of natural drive. So being a hairstylist for 22 years just kind of skyrocketed my people skills and my therapy skills because I feel like we do need that into real estate. So yes, this is my first full-time year in real estate, and it's been absolutely incredible.
I definitely see how going from one industry that's so people-centric into real estate definitely helps you.
Absolutely.
So, you're also a soccer mom. We see out on the soccer fields and balancing all things mom life with all things family life. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, this might be an unpopular opinion, right? Of like the word balance. So I don't believe that there's like a work life, family life balance. I feel that we just roll with the punches. As a mom, I just do my best to be present and show up in the time that I need to be there. But that hat gets switched within minutes. So soccer mom cheering from the sidelines to also texting clients on the sidelines during intermission, like she's off the field. Okay, let's go. So I don't believe like there's a balance or a technique. I think that, again, this is unpopular opinion, that people will use family time or children as a crutch for their business, but my daughter does not feel that I'm not present in that. So I don't know that I have much of a balance. I love them both so very much, and I just kill myself to do both of them very, very well.
Yeah. I don't think unpopular opinion. I think it's a very honest opinion on it.
Sure.
So thank you for that.
Yes, I'm here to be very honest.
You also leverage some relationships internally in your office. What's been some of the biggest benefits of working with other people in your office to help elevate your business?
Sure. So going through that, obviously being a new agent, finding the right brokerage that fit the vibe that I wanted to have. I wanted something that was just streamlining and leading, that was unconventional of a big box brand. So I definitely found my home at Marlin Real Estate. And when I started, as being a hairstylist for 22 years, I went to cosmetology school for 9 months. During that time, when I left cosmetology school, I didn't really know how to be a hairstylist, right? Mm-hmm. They taught me how to pass the state exam. But I went into a mentorship program with a seasoned stylist that guided me for 9 more months, which gave me such a fresh start. She's already made the mistakes. She's already messed up people's hair, let's be real. So she taught me that. And then I became an accelerated hairstylist taking my own clients. So I didn't want to treat my real estate business any different, right? So I learned how to pass the state board exam. It took me a few tries, but I did it. But do I know how to be a real estate agent after that? The likelihood is no.
Yeah.
So taking my people skills and everything I've learned from being in hospitality and being a hairstylist, that I nailed. But I was so worried, like, oh my goodness, how many laws am I going to break, right? Because I feel like you're going to jail. You do any of this, you're going to jail. So for me, I wanted that same acceleration for my real estate business. I'm not a young lady starting this. This is a second profession for me. So I went in to our leaderboard, Marlin. We're super competitive. Mm-hmm. So we have a leaderboard. I picked the top 3 agents on our leaderboard. And to be quite honest, I reached out to them saying like, hey, what can I do for you? I'm new, want to learn the business. What can I do for you? 2 out of 3 never replied. Completely ghosted me.
They were busy working on their business.
They're so busy. And yes, they're absolutely incredible. But one, my mentor now, Dylan Bout, I just kept showing up every single day, not asking like what I can learn from him, but asking like what I could do for him. Whether it was putting up his open house signs, he gave me my very first open house. Taking that risk on a new rookie agent is so tough. He has a reputation, he has a brand to protect. So I just hounded him for 365 days every morning. Hey, what can I do for you today? Anything you need me to do? It could be anything. And I learned everything along the way. And that mentorship is what I could say, not single-handedly, but is the largest reason of the agent I am today, is following a mentor that has already made the mistakes, already has a platform that is effective, and he's the number 1 agent in our office.
I love that. And I love what you said about passing the test. I think a lot of people get into this business or similar businesses, lending, and they say, okay, I've just got to pass this test. But then you pass the test, sometimes it takes a few tries, and you say, what's next? The thing that I think has skyrocketed you based off of what you said was the consistency, the persistence, and the urgency of aligning yourselves with certain types of people to help build yourself and build your brand.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. So let's translate that a little bit into the marketing aspect of it and the listing of homes. So what's the first thing that you look for when you're preparing to list a home, and how do you start building the right strategy around it?
So my strategy for every single home, whether it's a $200,000 listing or a $2.8 million listing, is the same. It is a black and white, this is how it runs, this is how it rolls. They all get the same amount of attention, they all get the same amount of marketing, and we have just created a blueprint that just copies and pastes over every single listing. So sure, does a $250,000 house, does it need some things to give it a little bit more curb appeal? Sure, of course. But the listings are all the same. It's never a dollar amount for me. They all get the same amount of attention. They all get the same videos. They all get the same marketing material. I run them all the same.
That's amazing. So whether it's $200,000 or $2.8 million, you've seen both. The process is still the same.
100%.
Walk me through that process a little bit. Where does it begin?
So obviously in a listing appointment, we have a large lead generation through social media platforms. So my job is to go through those, filter them, make those calls, and it's really just being a real human. That first approach is like when they answer the phone, I know them by name, here we are, and they're like, wait, who is this? Like they act like I really know them. Again, coming from cosmetology and hospitality, I've never met a stranger. So, and then getting that appointment in every single time of lead generation for me, it's again, just as I run my business and with my mentorship, it's not about what they can do for me, it's how can I serve you? Whether that's calling one of our leads that obviously reached out and saw one of our videos, or that's calling an expired or a for sale by owner, it's not what I can get from them, it's what I can do to help them. Like, hey, do you need my help? So again, getting the appointment is obviously the objective. Getting there to the appointment is still the same thing. Hey, you have a problem or you have a want, how can I find the path of a solution for you? So even my listing appointments, they're the same. They go through, tell me what you love about your house. I try to take sales out of real estate and just be a good human and find what's driving them. One of the biggest things I say in my listing appointments is, hey, there's one thing I don't do, and then I pause. I don't sell homelessness. Where are you going next? So to me, that is something that like, hey, I get it. Like, I can sell your house. There's no doubt that I can sell your house, but I genuinely care about where you're going next and what's driving this sale. And it could be for positive reasons. It could be for growth. It could also be for something negative. And I want to be sympathetic to each and every one of my clients. And I think that's what I bring to the table is I'm a real human. I'm not a robot. I'm a human. So treating my business and my clients like that And then, of course, we get into the what we're going to do for you. This is what our marketing looks like. I don't feel like I have to sell myself, but some are hard sells. And they want to see like my Google reviews, and they want to see all this literature of what I'm going to do. So they're just all just repetitive nature throughout that.
Yeah, same process again. So speaking of the not selling homelessness,
Yes.
you probably do have to have a lot of difficult conversations. So I'm specifically thinking of when you have a seller or even another agent that's asking about how to do something, and you know that it's something that's going to be wrong when it comes to marketing. What are some of the top things that people do or want you to do that are just marketing no-nos? Can't do that.
Well, I would tell you like overpricing a house is probably the biggest no-no.
That's a huge no-no.
Right? Being a yes agent to me is something that I gave up very early in my career. Obviously, working with a mentor, he has gone over he's not a yes agent. We are here to sell success. So overpricing a house is critical to your house having the success in the sale. Sure, I can list your house for $300,000 because your neighbor told you it was this, but we're here to have success, and I do invest a lot of time and money into my listings, and I don't do that to lose money. Right? So I think that's the biggest no-no. What's happening with marketing and where I feel like agents kind of fail or fall short is one simple word, and it's being consistent. They think, oh, well, I've done mailers, or, oh, I called these people today. But it's every single day showing up, no matter what your budget is. Like, obviously, our marketing budget it hurts. But at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be that way. And I think being consistent in what you're good at. I'm really great at open houses. I'm really good at cold calling. That is what I'm good at. And I enjoy doing that. So moving forward, that's what I hone in on, and that's what I stay super consistent about. So marketing that way is, and videos, that's obviously one of our biggest lead generation forms is videos. I love doing them. It shows in my videos. So being consistent is the biggest thing.
And the stuff that doesn't serve you or that you're not good at or don't enjoy doing, let it go, because that's not sustainable going forward for you.
Sure.
So you mentioned that your team and your office are very competitive, which we love. So the Brevard market is very competitive as well in different ways, depending on which location. How do you tailor your marketing to stand out in places like Merritt Island or Rockledge versus like a Melbourne beach or a little bit further south?
Well, I don't discriminate by any location. I want them all. So I do feel like our marketing and just our brand in general is not like anybody else's. I do think that we are the trailblazers on social media and listing homes through social platforms. I think Blue Marlin, and I mean, people will always have their opinion, but I truly feel like Blue Marlin we're the trailblazers in that. Doing these videos and being creative and being fun is what stands out. Our office is just full of gratitude. Just as much as we are competitive, we are giving back all the time. And I think as a culture, it's all about what we can do for our community. But to say that we kind of streamline to one, I don't. I want them all. I want Melbourne Beach. I want Mims. I want Oak Hill. I don't discriminate on location, but if I had to say like a market that I was really trying to streamline would be waterfront properties, because it is the life that I live. So in advertising to that, it's just having the street cred to do that.
Right. That's awesome. So I always love to finish our podcasts with a fun question that's not related to real estate or anything of the sort. Okay. It's a little bit hyper-local. So when you are not on the soccer field, when you're not helping your clients, when you're not at an open house, what is your favorite go-to local spot?
Well, it would have to be, I love 4th Street Filling Station.
Oh, so good.
It is my spot. I love it. It's certainly the vibe that I like. I love sitting outside. I love people watching. I love like super loud places. So they always have a really great acoustic some kind of musician there. It's right by the beach. You can smell the beach air. I love 4th Street Filling Station. I think that is my go-to spot.
Awesome one. And they've got food trucks to do events, which I love.
They do. And actually, I love it when they're at the food trucks because I feel like it's better.
Right? Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for being a wealth of knowledge and for sharing that with other agents and clients in Brevard County. If you liked what you heard, if you grabbed something that you were able to implement in your business or within your own marketing strategy for your personal home, please like, subscribe, or share with a friend, and we'll see you next time.